How many of you think that opportunity is going to come running with a big announcement? Well, how many of you think that opportunity is going to arrive with the perfect timing? How about if opportunity has clear instructions on how to take advantage of it? See, but in reality, the opportunity is quiet. It looks like an uncomfortable conversation, maybe an assignment that's going to stretch you just a little bit. It may also be a risky idea or an unexpected responsibility. And too often we miss it, especially as professionals or business owners. Sometimes we can miss the opportunity, not because it wasn't there, but because it didn't match what we expected, the package that it had come in. And the real question isn't whether or not opportunity exists. The question is whether you've trained yourself to recognize it when it shows up. Let's talk about it right after this.
Educate, empower, enable, impact. Thank you for tuning in to That Will Never Work, an award-winning podcast where we share inspiring information and personal experiences related to business and the entrepreneurial journey from those who are leaders in their respective field. Now, here's your host, author and business coach, Maurice.
Hey, everybody. Again, what opportunity might be in front of you right now that you're hesitating to acknowledge? And I had quite a few of those moments because sometimes when we look at opportunities, we're not sure if it is or not, especially if it has a package that we've never seen before. So if the opportunity had stood up and announced itself and it seemed too easy, will we take it? So there are some people that have listened to this show and has had opportunity fall on their lap. A job, a partnering situation. They've had some opportunities and some really, really exponential ones like that. It would have possibly changed their life as they thought. But sometimes, if the opportunity feels easy and it's usually have the feeling of it being familiar, is it going to be transformative? So opportunity stretches our capacity and enlarges our territory. It changes our identity, and it can disrupt our routine. And I want you to think about it like this: like growth doesn't ask for permission; it demands a response. Because change is not easy. A lot of us don't adapt to that very well. And professionals who advances, they learn how to distinguish the discomfort from danger. And yes, the opportunity can feel a little uncomfortable, but if you're putting yourself in danger, that doesn't help. But sometimes the discomfort can feel like danger because we're not aware or we have not been uncomfortable in a very long time. And so I want you to understand that awareness creates the access. And so you can't pursue what you don't see. See, opportunity recognizes or has a recognition that requires curiosity. It requires observation, and it requires some level of humility, because you may not know or understand what is going to be required. And sometimes our overconfidence in an opportunity, like, oh yeah, I got that, I could do that. Well, it can humble you very quickly because of what? You don't know all the particulars. So I really would like for you to pay attention to the trends, pay attention to conversations, pay attention to the feedback and any gaps, especially the ones that don't come with guarantees. When we think about this thing called an opportunity. And readiness is a decision, not a feeling. We could feel like we're ready, but are you really ready? Most people, they wait until they feel ready, and then we miss the opportunity. See, high performers decide to be ready. Opportunity favors those who act with intention, even when uncertainty is incomplete. Readiness grows through movement, not hesitation. When are you going to be ready? And I'll say this. When you wake up in the morning, are you hitting the snooze button? Or are you getting right up when the alarm goes off? Are you really ready for the day? And a lot of times, and I'm speaking for myself, and I'm using this generic idea because I was not always ready. So when I would get up in the morning, what would happen? I would get up and rush because I've hit the snooze bar way too many times. And so what I've had to learn and had to make a decision on was getting up and making up the bed. My first point of action, my first level of accomplishment for the day. So the opportunity, the preparation of here's the bed, I'm out of it. Yes, you felt warm. You comforted me last night, but I need to get moving. I have things to accomplish. I got things to do. And a lot of times, these ideas or these missed opportunities, they compound over a period of time, and every ignored opening delays the growth, learning, and exposure. What I had learned that with me not getting up, I was missing, and again, I'm going to use something generic such as, hey, you know what? I need to listen to the news and understand. So with me being in the Philadelphia area, I had to understand what was happening on 95 in order for me to get to and from work. And so with me being delayed, I would miss the news in order for me to understand where I need to go and how I need to get there and what adjustments need to happen in those moments. So this episode, it matters because advancement rarely comes from waiting. It comes from recognizing and responding to what's already available. The news was already available. It's available every day. But I waited. I procrastinated. I didn't make a decision to get up, whatever it is. So I would always just miss it. And then now I'm rushing out the house. I missed the opportunity to make up the bed. Once I started making up the bed and I would go out the house and now I come home, I'm like, oh, wow. It just looks so inviting. It doesn't look messy and nasty. Oh, wow. I'm up. Now I'm on 95 3 or 4 minutes later before the heavy traffic really hits. So opportunity doesn't knock loudly. The opportunity is going to wait. And it's going to wait patiently. And the longer you hesitate, the easier it becomes to convince yourself it wasn't meant for you. So I would like for you to identify one opportunity you've been postponing and ask yourself this: what is the real cost of not responding to the opportunity? I hope this has encouraged you. I hope it has. It has encouraged you to stand up, to wake up. I'm sorry, let me revise that. For you to wake up, to stand up, and to make that bed and listen to the news. You don't have to listen to the news. Listen to your favorite audiobook. I'll talk to you a little bit later.
Thanks for listening. Follow Maurice Chisholm on social media to stay connected and check back weekly for new episodes. Until next time, that will never work. Or will it?